I had always thought that it was only for the Orthodox. And so I was impressed to hear that the practice was available to others. And I remember when Marion
a hangnail, a pinch, a dot of improving your own souls. And it gives me the strength to further my growth. You know,
what we learn in the Mussar appears to me in everyday life. That's the story of my whole life. It happens like that. Like, for instance, we're seeing in the sukkah now.
We're starting this at our synagogue at Bethel in Missouri City this month, and we're trying to get many people together as we can.
Wolbe and Torch are definitely a gift to this community.
Then we found out about Rabbi Wolbe, and so it's really special for me, and there's a lot to learn, but you know, I'm not perfect, and I'm not striving to be perfect. I just want to do the best I possibly can.
Have more than a rabbi, a friend. Him and his wife, Rabbi Wolbe, and his wife Sahaba has been wonderful to us. And we've been going
opening up my heart, and it's kind of a passion. I just love every Sunday and Tuesday.
I live in Sugar Land now, and I'm a member of Brit Shalom. And I found out, I don't remember how I found out that there's a Mussar class, but I do go to the morning minyan, and Sunday it ends about 10 o'clock, so I figured I'll hang around and wait and try the Mussar class. Well, I think I was about 15 minutes, or even a little less, into the Mussar class when I said, this is wonderful. Rabbi Wolbe, you do such an amazing job explaining in detail some of the things we think we know, but we really don't. And I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Certain what the class was doing for me until I lost my job 2 weeks ago, and I responded so differently than I thought I might, or that I know I would have a year ago.
And I was going to shul, and he said, why don't you come to this class, maybe you'll like it. And so I started coming, and I just can't tell you how much I love it. I love listening to you. I love, one of the things I love most and get the most out of is your stories.
What I learned, but I think what you need to know, because I'm going to tell you, is that I felt comfortable in your class from the day we walked in. And
pretty old. A really long story, very short. I do belong to a Reform synagogue now. I think I will make them very happy, including my grandchildren, that I came to be under the sukkah and to be with spiritual people. And I think, thank you very much.
I think we all have very busy lives, and it's important to take time out to think about how to improve ourselves, how to move closer to God, and that I think this is just an important
I agree with everything that you just said. Basically, I chose to do the Mussar because our Rabbi Teller encouraged us to do some study outside, and it actually allowed me to really start my spiritual journey, and it allowed me to let go of so many things and focus on, you know, the connection. And I think that I've been really blessed, and I've seen these incredible changes in my life just by not really focusing on them, by just trying to focus on practicing the things that we learn and improving my life. And so much has come together for me. I was recently honored by our synagogue for the Shabbat Shuvah honoree person, and it gave me a huge opportunity because I was able to teach what Rabbi Wolbe has taught me, and probably not as well as he did, but to our whole congregation. And there were like 140 people there, and I was able to talk about Mussar and about how I let God into my life. I mean, and I really started this spiritual journey, and so many people came up to me and said, you know, what you said up there was, you know, something that most people don't talk about in front of a large crowd, to get up and talk about God and how you connected with Him. And I would not